Guys, I'm back today and I'm going to give you my review of the ECX Torment 1/18th scale four-wheel drive brushed short course truck. So I'm first going to start off with the boring part of it, which is the transmitter, but in my case it was quite interesting. So this is the stock transmitter. As you can see, it's an ECX 2.4 GHz basic cheapo transmitter. 4 AA's going in the bottom, and you've got your throttle dual rate, steering dual rate, power, and your reverse switches. And that's basically all there is in there. You've got a normal cheapo wheel, nothing too special here. So, and you've also got a stubby antenna, which is nice. You can't snap it off. Seeing as this vehicle is aimed toward younger people or inexperienced people, that is quite helpful that don't have the opportunity to break it. But this transmitter did cause me issues. When I drove the car with this transmitter, it would always want to kick to one side, so it would want to steer one way all the time constantly. When I was just driving straight, it just wanted to kick, and I located the problem down to the transmitter. And what it is, I don't know if you can see, but the wheel can move backwards, up and down, all the way around, and that seems to set off the steering in that bit of play. And so when you rest your hand on the wheel, it would turn. Obviously you want to rest your hand on the wheel when you turn the car anyway, but I mean, just because of the play, the car would just turn whichever way you wanted to go. Because of this, I changed out the transmitter. So I changed to my trusty Epsima CR3P transmitter, multiple model memory transmitter. God, that's a mouthful. And I have this bound to my ECX Torment, and but you cannot bind another transmitter like this to the Torment out of the box. The stock ESC this Torment comes with is this fella, okay, and now this is a receiver and ESC in one, which this means that you cannot bind any other controllers to this other than this one, which means to bind a controller like this or any other controller, you have to buy a new ESC, so you can put in a separate RX. So that is precisely what I did, hence why I can now use this transmitter, which therefore gives me more control of my car. But the stock electronics, bar the radio, the ESC, the motor and the servo, they're all brilliant. They work together. Well, they just work. I mean, they're faultless. It's a simple brush setup. You can't really go wrong with that. I mean, obviously watch your motor temps, don't overdo the motor, and you'll be fine. The ESC comes pre-wired with EC3 connectors, of course, because it is Horizon Hobby. It is all waterproof. I mean, it's a great little car to start out with if you're new to the hobby. So I'll go ahead and I'll get the body shell off for you guys. So the body is held on with these 4 tiny body clips. There you go. And this is the body shell. Now I'm really pleased with the body shell quality. As you can see, it's nice printed graphics, stickers on it, obviously Torment, Spectrum of course, Dynamite, and as you can see, there's the inside. This body has taken a fair beating. It's got some cracks there, a bit there, but overall it is held up brilliantly. It's a nice sturdy shell, and because the car is so light, it hardly takes a beating whatsoever. It's just the quality of the body is brilliant. So moving on from that, the car itself. Now as you can see, there is my new ESC. Now where that ESC is where this one used to sit, but of course I'll put my own RX in it. But talking out of the box, not what I've done to it, out of the box the setup is good. The layout of the chassis is also good. Fun factor, it's really good fun. You can put it in your bag, you can carry it around whatever you want, and you can just get it out and just drive. The servo is plenty fast. To be honest, it's probably overly fast. It's so responsive. You struggle to keep up with it yourself. It's that fast. Suspension setup out of the box is, I say, under-dampened. I would say I've changed the shock oil in mine. It's still a little bit under-dampened. I would probably say 50 weight shock oil needs to go in these. I've got 40 in there now, but I think 50 probably, or 45 actually, is probably the next step up for this one. Out of the box, the car comes with bearings up to a point. It's got bearings in the diffs, around where the slipper clutch is, and in the rear diff, but it doesn't have bearings in the wheel hubs. So they run on plastic bushings. So that is one upgrade I'm going to do to this car in future, is get the bearing kit. The plastics on this car are very durable. Haven't broken a single plastic part, and I've given this truck one hell of beating. As you can see there, it has taken its fair abuse. The A-arms are still holding up brilliantly. As you can see there, the front's a little bit more abused than the rears, but as you can see, it just takes it. It just is a very strong car. With the stock setup, I haven't run this car brushless, so I wouldn't know, but I mean, you can get brushless setups really cheap. Hobby King for like $30 or £25 or something like that. And you can upgrade this thing to brushless if you so wish to. But I keep this stock because when I go out with my bigger trucks, people say, "Oh, can I have a go?" And obviously I don't want to say no to them, but I don't want them trashing my 300, 400, 500 pound hobby grade cars. So that's why I bring this with me, and they can take this out and they can bash it to their heart's desire. I don't need to worry about it breaking, and even if it does break, it's so cheap to repair. Stock tyres are very good. They have no foams in them, but on this type of scale I'm not really bothered. The stock tread, as you can see, has worn out quite a bit. It's a not a soft compound, I would say a medium compound. It's not hard, but it's very compliant. It grips well. It actually makes the truck traction roll. That's how grippy these tyres are. And the truck doesn't have that high of a centre of gravity, I don't think, so they are grippy tyres. I think they use 12mm hexes for standard fitment. As far as shock positioning goes, you've got two mounting options up top. Don't know if you can. There you go, there's the second mounting option there. And on the A-arms you have three mounting positions. This is the same for the front and the rear. But I mean, overall the car is just a really nice car to drive when you've got the separate, when you've got a different controller in, from my experience. I mean, the car is plenty fast for a beginner. It's easy to drive. I mean, yeah, it's just thinking what the car is aimed for beginners. The car is just amazing. The car does come with a battery out of the box. Just winch it out here. The stock battery pack is a Dynamite Speed Pack 900 mAh 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery pack. Now, I think this battery pack is underrated by a long way. My Pro charger charged this battery pack up to 1200 mAh or 1200 mAh, and this allows the car to run for 15-20 minutes, half an hour. Because it's such a small motor, it doesn't take a lot of power. And the stock motor is a Dynamite 380 25 turn off the top of my head, I think. Brushed motor. As you can see, it's not in there at the moment, and that is because I burnt it out. I do have a bigger battery pack. Obviously I can't show it to you right now, and it's a 1600 rated milliamp hour battery pack. And in the hot summer days, I took it out. Me and my mate were testing it with the new controller, and I ran it through grass with this 1600 milliamp hour battery pack, and I smoked the motor out completely. It was so hot. So I'm just waiting on a replacement for a Horizon, but I didn't want to wait for that to come in for me to give you the review of it. I've driven the car enough to know what I think of it, and overall it's a good car. If you're looking for a beginner car, I would highly recommend this car. If you're looking for fun on the side, again, this car. If you're like me and you want something to lend out to other people, yeah, I would recommend this car. Check back through another update video I did for this car to check on what ESC and what I've done to it so far, and that'll keep you up to date with everything. This, of course, is just the review of the stock car, and altogether, yeah, I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Good car out of the box, highly recommended. If you guys have got any questions for me or something I didn't cover in this video, I know I rushed it out a little bit, please put a comment down below, I will answer it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you know this will help someone, please share it with them on Google+. If you like the videos on my channel and you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to keep you up to date with everything I'm doing, and it also gives me support. And other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.